The LEGO Star Wars Holiday Special has dropped on Disney+. I'm obviously a massive Star Wars fan, and these LEGO specials play in my house all the time because I have a 6 and an 8-year-old. So let's talk about it. The LEGO Star Wars Holiday Special is, of course, a Legoized version of Star Wars set after the events of Rise of Skywalker and involves Rey discovering an item which allows her to travel back in time, which leads to great consequences and lots of shenanigans. Real quick, before I give you my take on this one, be sure to let me know what you thought down below in the comment section. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Are you the target audience for it? Or are you just kind of like, a little bit too kiddie for me? Let me know your thoughts down below. And let's get started talking about the good. And probably the best thing about this special for me is that it's written in a way that it can both be amusing to my 6-year-old daughter who said it's great, as well as have so many in-jokes for lifelong Star Wars fans like myself. It's very clearly written by Star Wars fans that both understand Star Wars as well as Star Wars fandom. I mean, the entire project is based off the Star Wars Holiday Special from 42 years ago. That's obviously the bane of the existence of Star Wars and George Lucas, and they took that as the launching pad for this special, which in and of itself is an in-joke for Star Wars fans that obviously my 6-year-old daughter isn't going to understand, but just immediately is amusing to me. At the kind of center of the original Holiday Special was Life Day and this trip to Kashyyyk. That's what this is about as well. Then you have kind of this central plot device to it where Rey ends up traveling to all these scenes and events from the Star Wars movies, as well as a couple brief moments inside of some of the TV shows. And they find kind of the joke inside the moment that it's big, it's broad, it's kind of goofy, so my 6-year-old can enjoy it, but there's also some wit to the humor, this knowledge of Star Wars and the jokes that Star Wars fans make about some of these moments inside of these sequences.
Solos? You want to shoot first? After you.
And it's just kind of fun to have a Disney-released Star Wars project that's kind of poking fun at Star Wars. That's really what a lot of these LEGO projects do, is that all the characters are kind of doofuses and they're just having fun with the material, not taking it too seriously, while also being this love letter to it as well as to the fans. And likewise, even the way it continues after Rise of Skywalker. Obviously, this is not canon in any sense of the imagination, but it kind of takes some plot threads from Rise of Skywalker and does something with them. The basic premise of this is build off very subtle things from Rise of Skywalker that aren't even spelled out, to the extent that I think some people might even be a little bit confused by the plot of this movie when they first watch it. So all in all, as someone that has to watch a lot of animated things with my children that aren't necessarily things that I particularly enjoy, this was something that I did have a good bit of fun with, even though I'm probably not fully the target audience for it. From there, let's move on to the bad. The big thing here is that they've probably just tried to cram too much into the special given the 45-minute runtime. And the basic plot of it is about 45 minutes worth of plot, with the setup, the kind of exploration of the time travel, the main plot kicks in, and then it's resolved. It's about 45 minutes. That's a good length for it. But because they wanted to go to all of these different scenes and sequences from these Star Wars movies, it kind of turns into a situation where it just very quickly moves through some things. And basically with some of the stuff, what you see in the trailer is what is in the special. You just show up, they make their joke, and they move on to the next thing. And there's a lot of things you just wish that they would have paused to let it breathe a little bit more, pause to have a little bit more fun in the moment, go a little bit deeper rather than going so wide in the number of places that we show up. But in the scheme of things, that's a pretty minor thing to take issue with. Real quick before I give you my final take on this one, be sure to let me know what you thought down below. Give me a little bit of a point of reference. Do you watch a lot of these kind of Lego specials? You kind of new to this sort of thing, but a Star Wars fan, so you checked it out. Give me that context for where you're coming from on your take on it. Also, I did a review with my kids over on my second channel. You can check that out right up here. And they are the target audience. You can hear from their mouths what they felt about this special. Over on my second channel, we do some vlogs over there, do some unboxings, and then I have my kids kind of review stuff with me from time to time. It's a lot of fun when we do that. Anyway, I had a good bit of fun with the Lego Star Wars Holiday Special. As a lifelong Star Wars fan, it is jam-packed with little references, little Easter eggs, jokes that you can catch all over the place if you are someone like myself that has kids of your own, or if you're the age of my children, they had a blast with it as well. In general, I'd give this one a solid thumbs up. It is worth checking out, even if you are a grown-up, but go in knowing that it is for children. It is not fully designed for you, so there are a lot of kiddie elements to it. If you want to check out that review with my kids, it's right over there. If you want some other Star Wars content, it's right down there. Thank you so much for watching, and keep talking movies and TV specials too much.